If you don't need a revival in your soul, this message is not for you. If you don't have a hunger in your heart for God, this message is not for you. If you don't want to see the lost saved, this message is not for you. If you don't want to see God turn our nation around and see homes and marriages and people that's on the rock, see them come back together and restored, this message is not for you. But if you want to see the above all that I mentioned, if you want to see God turn our nation around, if you want to see God restore homes, if you want a revival burning in your spirit, if you want to see God do something tremendous in this hour, then this message is for you. And I say to you, just draw nigh to God. Let God take over. So, first of all, we need to admit, I need God. I need Him. It seems like it's a small step, but it's the beginning of something. I need God. Lord, I need you. Have you ever been down praying and you found yourself saying, Lord, I need you more today than I've ever needed you before. I need you this hour more than I've ever needed you before. I need you, God. I need you with me. So, first of all, you must admit that you need God, because without God, we can do nothing. We must give Him permission to show us our spiritual blind spots and to point out the areas in our life that we need to be brought under control. Why? Because we need God in this hour more than we need anything else. And if we get to that place where we need God, then we'll do something about it. But until we do, we'll be like the church of the Laodiceans. We'll say, well, I don't need nothing. I go to church, I pay my tithes, I sing in the choir, I clap my hands, everything's a hunky-dory, everything's all right, I don't need nothing. If you're in that place today, then you don't need God anymore. Then you're satisfied. But let me tell you something. The scripture went on to say, it said we have all of these things, but he said buy some salve, put it on your eyes. I'm talking Arkansas language now, that your eyes may be open, because you're blind and you're naked and you're wretched and you're miserable. You can't see what's happening around you. I believe there are people in churches today that are so spiritually blind they can't see what's happening to them, and they've come to a place of the spiritual status quo that they want to stay there. Don't bother me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone and I'll be all right. They come in the church on Sunday morning, Sunday night. They go through the formalities. They go through the rituals. They go through all of the things that churches do. They leave out and they're still just as dead as they were when they came in Sunday morning. And you tell me that we don't need God when we're that way. If we can't rejoice. Folks, listen to me. I know. I'm telling you what, if it's not the weather, it's something else. I know we're living in troublesome times. I say that a lot when I stand behind this pulpit desk, but we're living in that hour. Hey, listen to me. Jesus said these days were coming. They're upon us. We're not looking for them to come. They're already upon us. They're here with us today. But listen to me. It does not quench the Spirit of God. It must not quench the Spirit of God in your life. The power that God has put in you resides. And you must be resilient to this world. You must stand up and take your stand and let the world know that you're serving God in the beauty of holiness. And I will not stop. I will not sidetrack. But I'll go forward in the Spirit. I will need God, and I come to the place where my spiritual man needs another taste of God in my life. I just want to get closer. So, if you find that you have a need of God in your life more, then the obvious step, number 2, is that you're going to do something about it. If you know the problem, what do? Just let it rock. Well, I know what's going on. You have 2 choices. You can just forget it, or you can do something about it. The problem is so many people know where they stand in God, know where they sit in God. I'm talking spiritually now. Know that they need a revival, know that they need encouragement, know that they need to get on closer to God. But many of them never get beyond that. It's a dream world. Oh, if I get spiritual, it'll be in a dream world. No, if you get spiritual, it'll be because you get up and you do something about your spiritual man and your spiritual woman, and you draw nigh to God. You come to Him in prayer and fasting. You leave everything to God and you take action in what you're about to do, and you say, I need God, but I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to submit myself to God, and I'm going to draw near to God.